तो हम अपना जो टॉपिक था, जो मॉडल वर्ब्स जिसके बारे में हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे, उसी को फर्दर एक्सटेंड करते हुए आज हम दो नए वर्ड्स विल और वुड के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे। लास्ट वीडियोस में हमने कैन और कुड, मे और माइट का एप्लीकेशन देखा, कहाँ पे किस पॉसिबिलिटीज में और किस रीजंस में हम उसको यूज कर सकते हैं। अगर कोई भी स्टूडेंट जो मेरे वीडियोस आज देख रहे हैं, आज ज्वाइन किया है मुझे, वो मेरे प्रीवियस वीडियोस को फॉलो कर सकते हैं। अब जिस टॉपिक के बारे में हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, दैट इज विल एंड वुड। बहुत ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड टॉपिक दिखता है देखने में और थोड़ा है भी, बट इसको इतना इजीली हम आज समझेंगे कि इस टॉपिक को देख के अब हमें कभी कोई इश्यूज नहीं होंगे। तो इस टॉपिक में है क्या, विल और वुड ये दोनों भी मॉडल वर्ब्स ही है, जैसे कैन और कुड है, मे और माइट है। और इसके नेक्स्ट वीडियोस में भी फर्दर जो मॉडल वर्ब्स है उसके बारे में भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे। तो विल क्या है और वुड क्या है, इन दोनों के और एप्लीकेशंस कहाँ होगा, इनमें क्या डूज एंड डोंट्स है या क्या पॉइंट्स है, जब हम इनको अप्लाई करते हैं तो वो माइंड में रखना है। व्हाट आर दोस पॉइंट्स, इनका डिफरेंस, विल और वुड। कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट्स दोनों ही कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट्स में यूज होते हैं, बट कहा किसका एप्लीकेशन, किस कंडीशन में हम विल यूज करेंगे और किस में हम वुड यूज करेंगे। एंड नेक्स्ट इज व्हाइल मेकिंग रिक्वेस्ट, ऑफर समथिंग, गिव एडवाइस एंड इन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच। तो आज हम देखेंगे कि विल एंड वुड कंडीशनल्स में कैसे करते हैं, देन हाउ आर वी यूजिंग इट इन रिक्वेस्ट फॉर्म, हाउ आर वी यूजिंग इट इन when we are offering something, or how we are using it when we are giving advice, and the most important हम इसको reported speech में कैसे यूज करते हैं। तो will और would के ये जो applications है आज हम पूरे कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर कर लेंगे। और आज के बाद चाहे कोई भी हमारे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स हो, उसमें हम क्वेश्चंस देख के ही समझ जाएंगे हमें will यूज करना है या हमें would यूज करना है। तो will क्या है, पहले हम इसका डेफिनेशन क्लियर करते हैं। विल इज अ मॉडल वर्ब, यस इट इज अ वर्ब, इट इज अ मॉडल वर्ब, ओके, बट द बेसिक डिफरेंस विल और वुड का ये है कि विल को हम लोग नाउन फॉर्म में भी यूज करते हैं। इन केस ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स एंड इन केस ऑफ रिपोर्टेड स्पीच वी यूज इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ नाउन ऑल्सो, बट वुड इज नेवर यूज्ड इन केस ऑफ अ नाउन। Would is the past tense of will. और कहाँ यूज होता है, will is used in conditional statements. Yes, would is also used in conditional statements. But in case of will, if the possibilities is real, अगर जो situation future के जो real दिखती हो, real possibilities show करे, then we will use will. अगर possibilities real नहीं हो, imaginary हो, तो in this case I will use would. So it is clear कि will use होता है real possibilities में और would use होता है imaginary possibilities में। तो कुछ points जो हमको याद रखने हैं वो यही है। सबसे first point, will is used in real possibilities and would is used in imaginary possibilities. Now second point what we need to remember while using will and would is that whenever we are using will, we will not talk about past habits. Don't use will to talk about habits to the past. हम ये नहीं बोल सकते when I will smoke, when I will use to smoke. No, इस तरह के सेंटेंस हम नहीं यूज कर सकते। हाँ, ये हम बोल सकते हैं when I used to, when I would use to smoke, या कोई भी ऐसी एक्शंस जिसका मीनिंग्स टोटली चेंज हो जाए। In those cases we will never use will. So don't use will to talk about habits of the past, or in the past what were your habits which you have now changed for your betterment. We will not use will in those cases. Don't use would to talk about your definite plans in the future. हमारे definite plans है, suppose you are sure that after 6 months you would be going to Singapore, but हम उस केस में क्या यूज करेंगे, because your plan is definite, आप उसको करोगे। You will not say that after 6 months I would go to Singapore. It means your plan of action, you are not sure, it can change at any moment. But if you are determined, yes, you are rest assured. In that case, you will use I will go to Singapore after 6 months. Third is when you are using will, when the conditional statements, it has to be real. It shouldn't be. For will, the possibilities has to be real, and in case of would, the possibilities would be imagined situation. So yes, these points to remember. Don't use would to talk about definite plans in the future. If I am talking about definite plans, I will use will. Don't use will to talk about habits in the past. If any of the habits I am discussing, suppose you used to go to morning walk also. Any habit which you used to do, but now you have changed. In those cases, you will use would, because this used to happen. You are not doing it now. Next, and for conditional structures, it will needs real possibilities and would needs imaginary possibilities. So these are the basic difference. And in case of reported speech, whenever I am talking in reported speech, it is present tense. I will go to school tomorrow because I am a participant in the annual program. Whether it rain or it do not. Suppose there is an announcement that it will rain heavily, but you are saying that I will go to school because I have these certain obligations which I need to meet. So you are damn sure that you are going to do it. So in this case, present is I will do, but when I am changing it into past tense, the inverted commas will be removed and we will use would in case of will. So as we have already discussed, that would is the past tense of will. So in that case also we will use would. So these are certain situations where we are going to use will and would. So let's practice some more examples so that the concept is crystal clear. So see some examples for practice which will help us to solve any type of questions in the examination hall. The first is the rehearsal will be in the auditorium hall. So it is an information. So for giving an information which is about to happen, but in reality, in that case I will use will. If I use would, the rehearsal would be in the auditorium hall. Means you are not sure whether it will take place in the auditorium hall or somewhere else. But when I use will, I know that the rehearsal will be in the auditorium hall itself. We don't have to move to any other place. Now, this is the first case. In case of information, passing on an information that is real, which is about to take place, and this information is for future, it's about to take place, then only we are using will. Who do you think will win the Champions Trophy? Now here, it seems as if it is a suggestion, so, or someone is asking for your guess, your opinion, the guess which you have to make here. But the guess what you are making here is also real, because you think, suppose there is a match between India and Pakistan and you think that India is definitely going to win due to its extremely good batting, its excellent bowling, fielding. So you are damn sure that India is going to win the match. So if they are going to win, they will be in the finals and they will win the Champions Trophy. So here you are guessing sure that India will win because they are proving themselves, they are giving their performance. So who do you think will win the Champions Trophy? So here I will use will. When my opinion, when I am sure about my opinion, I will use will. Now I will definitely help him. Suppose any of your friend is in need or your neighbor and you think that he needs your help and you need to do as humanitarian, then in that case what do you say? I will definitely help him. This is your own decision. This is a decision that you made. So I will, I can also write it in the short form. It is I will. But when we are writing with I or we can write it in this format also. So I will definitely help him. See, one basic difference which we are going to understand here is that in this sentence I can use would. How can we transform the sentence? That if he asked help from me, if he would have asked help, I would have definitely helped him. Here it is a conditional statement, but imaginary situation is created. अगर उसने मांगा तो जरूर करूंगी, नहीं मांगा तो मैं नहीं करूंगी. बट इन दिस केस क्या है, यहाँ पे आई विल कब हमने यूज किया, यहाँ पे उसने मांगा या नहीं, that is not mandatory. The question is that I am going to definitely help him because I can see that the person is in need of help. So this is the difference of will and would in case of conditional statements. Now I will book the tickets for you. Here also I am confirming that this particular action I am going to do. Don't need to bother about your tickets. I will book the tickets for you. You just come along with me for the trip. I am the one who will take the responsibilities of your tickets and other issues. You don't need to worry about that. So it is confirming, giving assurance to someone that yes, I am going to do this for you. If it rains, I will bring an umbrella. Here also a condition is there, but see what if a future event, if it rains, I will bring the umbrella. If it doesn't rain, I will not carry. But if it is raining, I will definitely carry my umbrella along with me. When an action, this is an action which you are definitely going to do. When the first event takes place, the second event will also take place. If the first event is not occurring or not taking place, then the second event, there is no possibility of the second event. There is no need only. Now let's look some examples where we can differentiate between will and would. See, the possibilities where we are supposed to use would. Would is the past form of will. Whenever we are changing direct sentence to indirect, we use would in place of will. See the examples so that we can be more clear. Raman told that he would reach my house before 8 p.m. Raman ने बोला है कि वो मेरे घर 8 बजे से पहले पहुंच जाएगा. बट अगर रेन हो गया, बारिश हो गई, अगर वो ट्रैफिक जैम में फंस गया, तब क्या होगा? तब हो सकता है कि वो ना पहुंच सके. तो यहाँ जो सिचुएशन है वो इमेजिनरी है, ये रियल नहीं है. एंड व्हेन द सिचुएशन इज इमेजिनरी, नॉट रियल, वी कैन नॉट यूज विल. वी विल हैव टू यूज वुड इन दैट प्लेस. सो रमन टोल्ड मी दैट ही वुड रीच माई हाउस बिफोर 8 p.m. सो इट इज अ इमेजिनरी सिचुएशन. It is not real. See, all the rules which we discussed, they are being followed here. Next, when I was a kid, I would always go to the beach. Means it is dealing with past tense. When he was a kid, he used to go to the beach. Now he don't get time. Maybe he is busy in his office, his other obligations are there. So he is not finding the time to go to the beach. So when he was a kid, I can use will in this case, but I have to change the formation of the sentence. But it is a past tense. Here I have to use would because this is the event which used to take place. Now it is not happening. So past event. If I were you, I would cancel the meeting. Maybe यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा हुआ, situation create कि I am giving the advice to the other person. या किसी और ने किसी को advice दिया कि तुम्हारी जगह मैं होती तो मैं नहीं करती. Means it is an imaginary situation for you. If this situation happens with you, then you will not do. So here also I will use would. So two persons are not alike. In this line we understood this also. I would like to eat pizza. See, would and like, we can use would and like in the same sentence. So I would like to eat pizza. If someone asks my preferable thing, I gave the option. But maybe at the counter table you do not find it. You may not get pizza, but you are giving your own suggestion or your desire if someone is asking you. So it's the desire when someone is asking you, you are answering it. They would rather go for a movie tonight. Now, would can be used with rather. Would and rather could be used together. They would rather go for a movie tonight. at night they would go, they can go, they may not go. So this is also a situation which is not certain. It can change at any point of time. So see, whenever the situation is imaginary, we change the word, it can be changed. So in those cases we use would. Will तभी यूज होता है जब श्योरिटी हो सिचुएशन में, नहीं तो नहीं यूज होगा. यू जस्ट स्पॉइल द एंडिंग ऑफ द बुक. यू वुड डू दैट, वोंट यू? कुछ इंसान ऐसे होते हैं जिनकी हैबिट्स, उनको देखते देखते हम समझने लगते हैं ये ऐसे करेगा ही, चाहे इसको कितना ही रोके. इन दैट केस सपोज किसी की हैबिट है, कोई ऐसा एक फ्रेंड आपका जो बुक तो देता है पढ़ने के लिए पर आपको एंडिंग बता देता है, उस केस में उस बुक को पढ़ने का मजा खत्म. तो जब आपको किसी ने बुक दी एंड यू नो द हैबिट ऑफ दैट पर्सन, तो आप समझ गए दैट तुम जरूर बताओगे मुझे पता है. इन दैट केस आई विल यूज वुड एंड वुड नॉट in the question tag in order to show that your habit, I am very well aware of the habit which you are possessing. So ये कुछ examples है जिससे हम will और would के questions format समझ पाए हैं. तो क्या समझा हमने आज इसमें कि will हम तब यूज करेंगे जब हमको possibility जो है वो real हो, और would तब यूज करेंगे जब possibility real नहीं हो. will यूज होता है प्रेजेंट टेंस में एंड would यूज होता है पास्ट टेंस में. फ्यूचर्स में भी अगर हम कोई ऑब्लिगेशंस है तो will और would दोनों का एप्लीकेशंस कर सकते हैं, बट उनका डिफरेंस क्या है वो हमने समझा. will यूज होता है जब हम कोई रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं लेकिन वो इनफॉर्मल. अगर मैं उस इंसान को जानती हूँ तो मैं इसको बोल सकती हूँ will you give me the pen, बट कोई सामने वाला अननोन पर्सन बैठा है, will अगर हम बोलते हैं तो that sounds very uncomfortable, it is not formal. So in that case we need to say, would you please pass on the pen to me? The request needs to be please because I don't know the person. So these are the things which we summed up for today's video. So before winding, giving an example to solve and write the answer in the comment box. This is the example I dash come to your house tonight. Solve it, whether it will be will or would, and do mention the answer in the comment box. Till the time, bye bye, take care.